friends, and welcome to a little impromptu vlog. It's a Wednesday, just an ordinary normal Wednesday, and I was sitting here working on some sewing projects, and I realized that there are a couple of, I started thinking about what I was wanting to do today. I'm going to have some work that I'll have to do later, but that's not going to take the whole day. So I was trying to think through what I wanted to do today, and I was planning to go to the library, and I realized that there are a couple of antique stores that I have been meaning to go to for probably somewhere in the range of as long as I've lived in Tennessee, which is, you know, getting to somewhere in the 2 to 4 years at this point. And I have a really bad habit of being like, oh, I would love to do XYZ, and then thinking to myself, but not today, we'll do that someday. And I realized when I was sitting here thinking about it, what's wrong with making today the visit these two antique stores day? If I'm already going to be out going to the library and whatnot, let's go ahead and go to some antique stores. And I realized it would be kind of fun to do a little, you know, take you along with me to some degree. I'm very self-conscious about filming in public, so there's only so much footage that I'm willing to get. But I thought that it would be really fun. I've been watching a bunch of Janelle of Rosary Apparel. I'll link her channel down below. I've been watching a bunch of her videos, and there's a lady that I follow on Instagram. I'll also link her below, and she talks about her antique store finds that she does. She's also an amazing seamstress. She sews beautiful dresses and does a lot of baking and stuff. So if any of that interests you, I would definitely recommend checking out her Instagram. But both of these two ladies talk a lot about antique stores, and I am a huge lover of antique stores. Where I used to live in Virginia, there was this massive antique mall that I could just go and spend hours in. It was absolutely brilliant. That was one of the aspects of Virginia that I actually genuinely really loved, was that it had this enormous antiques mall with tons of little booths and all very reasonably priced products. And it's just something that I wish that there was something a little more like that close to where I live in Tennessee, because I love antique stores and all the old like books and random like teacups and knickknacks that you can find. I just find it so fascinating. Anyway, so I've been watching these two ladies, and it's just made me really want to go to some antique stores, especially Janelle. She has talked about like thrifting, going thrifting and finding like old bed sheets to do sewing projects out of. And to be fair, I think where she is in Australia, I think they must just not have nicer bed sheets than in America. This is my theory, because she just finds some of the most gorgeous antique printed or antique sheets that have the most beautiful floral patterns on them. Hold on a second, I'm just working on a couple of little blankets today. So anyway, they're just gorgeous, and it's made me, especially with spring coming on, really want to find a couple of antique bed sheets to do some dress sewing projects with. So I'm kind of hoping I can find something along those lines. They seem to be kind of few and far between, at least where I live in America, and a lot of times they're ridiculously overpriced. That's the sad thing, is that with all the interest in more vintagey stuff, it's all gotten very expensive, which is just unfortunate. When you have a budget you're trying to stick to, or, you know, not spend more than you make, it makes it really difficult when all the old stuff has suddenly become incredibly expensive. But anyway, I digress. So I was thinking that that's what we'll do today. I'll take you along a little bit to some degree. As I said, self-conscious about filming in public. There's only so much that I will do, and I will mainly use my phone for that sort of things, because it's much more sneaky. But there's two stores in particular that I've been wanting to go to, been meaning to go to. One of them is very close to the library, and I completely forgot about it until I was looking up where the other one was and to make sure it was open. Because that's a tip. If you're going to do something, especially if it's slightly spontaneous like this, make sure that the store is open. But other than that, I have a few other things that I have to do today. I know, like I said, I'm going to have some work that I have to do, like actual work, and then I have a podcast that I need to film today so that I can get that edited and scheduled for tomorrow. And then mainly I just have a bunch of other projects that I'm working on. Knitting wise, I have some crochet projects that I need to get some more progress done on. One of them is a gift, and so I want to get that working, get that sorted out. Let me think. I need to wash our bed sheets. Very interesting domestic life things. And let me see, what else? Anything else? Anything else? Not really. It's just going to be another chill sort of day, which is why I realized it would probably be a good day for doing some antique shopping. Because then tomorrow is supposed to be kind of busy. Not so much during the day, but I have a chiropractor appointment in the afternoon. So I don't want to schedule too much stuff because I don't know about you, but appointments and things tend to make me just kind of, I don't know, not too bad, but for something like this, but like maybe a little bit on edge if it's something new, and I've never been to a chiropractor before, but this whole pregnancy thing, rib pain, guys, it's painful. So anyway, that's tomorrow, and then I think we might be doing something Friday. I'm not sure, but basically, I was like, why not today? Because when you always talk about doing something someday very often can never come, and I don't want to do that. I want to get better about doing the things that I really want to do in a reasonable time frame. Now, I know that not everybody can just drop everything and go racing to an antique store, but I think there are so many little things every day that we go, oh, I would love to do blank, but not right now. I'm doing something else or whatever. And then that thing just never happens. I know at least I am very guilty of that. It'll be a project or a food that I want to make or food that I want to eat or something simple that I want to do, like go to an antique store. And I'll just put it off and put it off and put it off, and then it'll come to be like years later, and I still haven't done it. So I want to get better at being more intentional about doing those things. But anyway, I'm going to stop chattering. I'm going to finish off these blankets, I think, and then get a snack. And then, well, it depends. The store doesn't open until 10. And what time is it now? It is 8:53, so I have about an hour. I'll probably wash my bed sheets. That's what I'll do. I'll get that started. And then work on a couple of other things. But anyway, I'll finish these. I guess I should probably talk about them really quick. I am just whipping up a couple of incredibly simple little rectangle flannel baby blankets. Because why not? It's another thing that I've realized is that as I was doing some more research and stuff since being pregnant, that I'm probably not going to sew a lot of baby clothes, but because fabric is expensive, and when you can buy a little baby onesie for like $4, it doesn't make much economical sense to go and buy fabric to make said onesie, which can be anywhere from like $10 to $15 for a yard of this fabric. Like it's ridiculous. So I've realized that I'm just going to probably not sew much in the way of baby clothes. I'll knit things for sure because I have plenty of yarn for that. But I can definitely do some sewing of accessories like blankets. And so I got a couple of really cute little flannel prints. There's that one. And then I love this one so much. It's just an adorable little woodland theme. And it's got foxes and hedgehogs and birds and raccoons and badgers, which was one of the big reasons why I actually picked this one out, was because it actually had badgers on it. And I don't know what it is about woodland animal fabric. The majority of the time they do not have badgers. And I was laughing with my husband because the thing is that hedgehogs are not native to America, but you will see hedgehogs on everything. Like all the woodland animal things will probably have a hedgehog on it. However, badgers are native to America, but they are not on like anything. It's very rare to find stuff that will actually have a badger and a cute print on it and whatnot. So I was really happy to find this one because I love badgers. I love all woodland animals, and you know, Redwall has badgers and otters and squirrels, and I feel like those are kind of the lesser represented woodland animals, if you will. You'll often find hedgehogs and foxes on many, many things, but less so of particularly otters and badgers. And I don't know why, because those are two of my favorite animals, especially otters. Rude. Anyway, I'm blathering on here at this point, you know, 10, 11 minutes is what it looks like. But yeah, I'm going to finish stitching these up, wash my sheets, and then have a snack, and then probably head out. Because I'd like to do it this morning while it's still hopefully not too busy. And hopefully since it's the middle of the week, it won't be too busy anyway. But yes, quit chattering. Gonna get my... I've been listening to music, but I think it's time for an audiobook. I'm going to keep listening to my Marielle of Redwall, which is my current Redwall audiobook of choice that I am listening to. I just finished listening to The Sable Queen, and what was the one before that? I think the one before that was Redwall. Yeah, which was really good. And so now I'm listening to Marielle of Redwall. But anyway, stop talking. Get to work. These were just a very, very simple project that I wanted to do to make use of some cute flannel that I found at the store, and also to use up some of my stash fabric. This blue checkered flannel fabric is something that I've had in my stash for quite a long time at this point. And I'm so happy to have that done and out. So now I've got 2 cozy little blankets for the baby, and I'm gonna go put these away. They were so easy. It's literally just a yard of flannel for the front, and then I just laid that on top of the flannel I already had, cut around it, then stitched it together, wrong right sides together, turned it right side out. Well, you have to leave a space so you can turn it right side out. Ironed it, and then just top stitched around the edge to close that opening up. And they're done, and they're super cozy and soft and lovely, and it's going to be so fun to use them. Anyway, now for the rest of the itinerary. I've got to wash sheets, get a snack. Let's go. Errand 1 done. Library. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Whew. That's done. I got a few books that I wanted. least one of them, no, two of them are rereads. And then I just grabbed a couple other ones that looked interesting. And now we head to the first antique store. Let's go. That was fun. It's a pretty small antique store. So thirsty. It was really sweet. I found a little Beatrix powder Peter Rabbit mug that I'll show you later. She wrapped it up all so nicely. I don't want to ruin it. It was mostly a lot of dishes, to be honest. Like, probably 75% dishes, and I'm not super into the whole antique dishes thing. I love a good antique mug, or teacup. Teacup, not mug. But yeah, there are a bunch of really quite cute or pretty mugs, and I was like, oh, a mug would be a nice thing to get. And then I found a Peter Rabbit mug, which I've been wanting, and I almost bought one from TJ Maxx or something the other day, and I'm so glad I didn't, because this one is so much better looking, and it's vintage, so it's even better. So, on to the next store. Back home again. Back with my better, more expensive camera. I definitely found a few purchases at the second antique store. I didn't really film much of anything. I was too preoccupied, and I got, my hands were full, so didn't happen. But for now, I am going to eat some food because I'm hungry and play a little bit of Death's Door, which is a video game that I've been playing a little bit. And then I will show you what I got. Because I'm hungry, you know, and I don't want to wait anymore. So, food first, and then I'll show you what I got. Ready to see what I got? Man, I gotta say though, walking around at the store for a couple hours, I am pooped. Okay, so the first little antique mall is gonna be a little bit of crinkling. I got like I mentioned, a really pretty Peter Rabbit mug. Let me see if I can get this out of the paper. Okay. Just look at that. Oh, it's so perfect, and there's a little bit of him hopping into the water can, and yeah, I got this for $3.50, which was amazing because at the second antique mall that I went to, they had some more Peter Rabbit mugs for $10 a piece. So that's still quite a bargain compared to the Peter Rabbit mugs that I've seen online when I've been looking, but I got it for $3. It does have some cracking in the glaze on the outside. I don't know if you'll be able to see that right along here. But I am so happy with it. It's a hand wash only, don't microwave it. I'm so happy to have a Beatrix powder mug. And then in the next place, first off, I got this enormous basket for $8. Now, I don't know about how it is for where you live, but where I live, I don't know why. Baskets are ridiculously expensive. I saw baskets that were like half the size, no, like a quarter of the size and really rickety for like $40 or $50. Like, that's very common for baskets. I don't know why. It drives me insane. And so I saw this for $8. Had no intention of buying the basket, but it's in pretty much pristine condition. It's got a couple of little spots here and there, but other than that, $8. I just can't. Okay, and then it's gonna be super nice. I might use it for knitting projects or whatever. I'm not sure. It's beautiful and in excellent condition. The next thing that I got was another little mug, and this is gonna be intended as a birthday present. And it's a Fiesta Ware. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but Fiesta Ware, it's a really, really nice quality company of dishes, and they're typically very, very expensive. I was able to pick this up for $6, and it's in this color that, I don't know if it was like discontinued or not very common or something, but my brother-in-law loves this color, and I saw it and I was like, birthday present. So I'm very happy to get that, and I may go back to that antique mall and get some more of the Fiesta Ware because they had it for not terribly expensive. And then I got a couple of little stickers. Oops, that one's upside down. This one is a gift from my sister because I realized that it was perfect for my sister and her college roommate. And then this other one was just a little like souvenir bookmark thing. I'm going to put it in my journal so that it's kind of a souvenir for today when I finally went to the antique mall. And then the last little thing that I purchased, I need to open this up now, is it's a Peter Rabbit Beatrix Potter jigsaw puzzle. And I was intending to buy one anyway, especially with the baby coming, but also mainly just for me because I like Beatrix Potter. And I found this one and it was $4. $4. And I'm so pleased. I'm hoping that this puzzle piece that is on the outside that is broken is not intended to be used for the actual puzzle because it's got a hole in it. So I'm hoping that that's the one thing, like, oh, I'm gonna put this together. Like, there's all the little puzzle pieces in a little box. I'm super pleased with it. So overall, a very, very successful trip to the antique malls. I was not able to find really anything in the way of sort of vintage linens. There were a couple of things. I think there was a sheet set for like $22, but at that rate, I might as well just go to the store and buy brand new ones. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but it was fine. It seemed like the majority of stuff at places like this is dishes and kind of a few homewares here and there, or furniture, and I don't need any furniture. But I'm very, very pleased with the things that I was able to purchase, and for such a good price too. That always just makes me so happy. Overall, a very successful day. So now I'm going to sit, I'm going to eat some of my homemade dark chocolate fudge and drink some water and chill and do a little bit of knitting, and then I have a knitting podcast to film. So it's a busy day today. Just go, go, go. But that's good. It's better than not having enough to do. So I will check in with you after I film this podcast. Just finished filming my podcast. It's gonna be a long one. I was doing a lot of talking. Goodness gracious. Now I think I have just enough time before my husband will get home that I can put together my little puzzle that I just got today and make sure I have all the pieces and whatnot. So I'm gonna sit here and chill and do that really quickly. I'll take a picture of it when I get it put together. Yeah, I feel like this is probably pretty much the end of this little vlog. I might put in a couple snippets from this evening. I don't typically like filming when my husband's around. It makes me feel awkward, and I like to spend time with my husband. He's been at work all day. These pieces are so big. I love this so much. I'm so excited. But in case I don't talk to you again this evening, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been a lovely day. I've really enjoyed being very intentional and pushing myself to go to the mall, or the antique malls. It's the only kind of shopping that I actually enjoy. But yeah, so thank you for watching this vlog. If you have, I might try and check in again later, but let's go ahead and get this puzzle put together. Can we just talk about how happy this makes me? I love it so much! One of the best $4 that I have ever spent. It's so cute! It looks so good! Oh, I can't wait to do this with baby. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so happy that all the pieces were here. I saw this like broken off piece while I was at the antique mall and I was like, it says all the pieces are here, so hopefully they aren't lying to me. Oh, that makes me so happy. I love this so much. It's the simple things in life, guys. It doesn't have to be anything crazy.